The spectrum. It was a midday that only pretended to be, though the clock had barely ticked past the morning hours. A flat, indecisive light filtered through the cafe windows. Alex was savoring his coffee in the quiet he had so carefully built for himself. Some time ago, tired of pointless conversations, he had played a little game. He had created a few situations designed to establish unequivocally that his level of understanding was different. A method of self-selection, brutally efficient, that filtered his interlocutors. It worked, but with a predictable side effect. Now everyone wanted to prove they were just as smart, or worse, smarter. They would fail miserably at logic tests a child could have passed effortlessly. And as if on cue, one of them sat down at his table, uninvited. He wore the smile of a hunter who believes he has cornered his prey.
"I have something for you," he said,
full of a self-confidence as solid as a rock. "Something you surely don't know." Let's start with 20 same pieces, and at the end, I make them 24. Alex looked up from his cup, his own smile a pale, almost bored replica of the others. "You mean the Bermuda Triangle puzzle?" The hunter's expression faltered. "What's that?" "Well, I assume you have a triangle with 8 pieces on each side and 3 extra pieces in the middle, right? And if you rearrange the pieces on the sides to absorb the 3 from the center, each side will still have 8 pieces, correct?" The man's jaw went slack. Yeah, that's it. In Alex's mind, another file was closed with the label, "Miserably failed attempt." "You know, the pieces don't actually disappear, right?" Alex continued in a neutral tone. "It's just a geometric illusion, a simple redistribution of area." The confidence on the other man's face drained away like a painting in the rain. He was speechless for a second, then immediately retreated to safer ground. "So, what have you been up to?" Alex stared at him, letting the pathetic question hang in the air. Then he leaned forward slightly. "Look, what just happened is the perfect example of the difference between what I see and what you see. You saw magic, a disappearance, a riddle. I saw mathematics, a principle. No matter how I try to explain it to you, you won't understand. You don't have the capacity to do so now. In order to understand, you need to broaden your spectrum." Then Alex leaned back in his chair and resumed his coffee ritual, closing the conversation. The man at the table remained silent, trapped in a quiet far more profound and uncomfortable than the one he had come to